So you came to Earth because you were very empathic and you just you have that strong will and strong empathic energy. You just came here, I want to change something in this universe, in this planet
Yeah.
especially. And so you came here. It's not like that there's a specific hardcore mission. It's just that there's a strong urge, a strong desire to come here. And that's very cool. Like you came here for almost like a volunteer. Like actually not almost, it's mostly a volunteer. Um, and there is a celestial family for your case. You have a celestial family above. Did you see that there is some sort of like argument, like not really big. It's like just I wouldn't say it's not the argument like on Earth. It's a bit more relaxed, but it's like there's like a disag disagreement going on, or like it's more
With
like
Jake?
you. Oh no, not with Jay, with the celestial family. That's your origin.
But
And it's like
is Jake a
uh,
part of this?
um I do see that you two incarnate together. I think I do feel that you two are a part of this. It's like it does feels like you two almost share the same soul. Yeah, it feels like that. You and your
So
daughter.
he is a twin flame?
No, you and your daughter.
My daughter. Okay.
Yes, you and your daughter feels like the same soul. So you're mentioning about your husband. Your husband is there is a strong connection. But I feel like he's in a more different angelic realm. Like you're in the celestial realm. He's on the archangelic, more of the high level angelic realms, which is kind of a bit below than the celestial realm.
Yeah.
But there is, you're just kind of both neighbors, neighbors of dimensions. There's so many dimensions. You're like one dimension above, and he's like one dimension below. So it's not that far apart. It's pretty close, the frequency.
All right. I didn't mean to interrupt. You said there's an argument or disagreement. And
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
that big. It's just that you decided to leave the celestial family temporarily to help Earth, and that the celestial family, they like part of your family didn't really at first they didn't really want you to leave. Like it's not a good idea to leave, especially like it's really hard to realign back, because the frequency gap is so huge between the celestial realm and the and this universe, the Earth realm. Like the celestial realm is over the 12, higher than the 12 dimensions, 15, 13, 14, 15, even higher, even above 20. Like imagine that gap that you had to go through and we had to go through to actually sink into this low just to help Earth. That's a lot of work. And then to get back, that also requires a lot of work. And not to mention, there is a risk that some soul might have to stay longer because they get caught up with some negative karma. But for your case, I don't see any karma right now.
Mhm.
That's from the Earth frequency. So that is that. It's just that your empathic level is so caught up with this planet when most of your family, they're like the risk isn't worth it, and it's not our job to help. It's because we're not there's this dynamic called the savior, the victim, and the abuser. We shouldn't be entangling this dynamic. It's a trap. We'll be stuck there like trying too hard to save the victim from the abuser. We're just kind of stuck in this triangle. It's actually a diagram created by I don't know the name, but it's a free.
Rampa and Kirara.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
Well, I know there, so we're just moving out of the savior, victim, abuser, which is what pulls you back into the illusion, but to be the mentor, teacher, healer.
Yes, to be the mentor, teacher, healer is it's a lot better for sure. The savior is like literally taking burdening someone else's responsibility.
Right.
Um,
And I did that for a long time. I've done that.
yeah,
I've learned and grown. And that's part of the lately or last couple of years. We went RVing and I was going across the country and I was doing so much work and like the trees or they like taught me how old they were. I was so much older. I just knew I've been here like so long and I just feel such a love. But I can also feel so all the darkness or all the like and so I got scared of it because I was
mhm.
clearing it so much, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And then I used to think, and then I realized I'm everything. Like I slowly come with these things, over my
Yes, you're
life.
everything, and that makes sense because you help facilitate this universe. You help create this universe. the
Wow.
entire universe. And that's why you have all the energies with you, all the universal energies flowing through your soul.
So as I'm like coming with these knowings within my own self, being ready to validate, because as I push along, I've learned I can feel things a lot, but like some, I used to do charts or clearings like you're doing Akashic records, and I've
Yep.
done those with my charts and my pendulum. I
Hmm.
never really knew what I was doing, but like back when I took it at 24, people could see these visions. And for me, I'm just getting like I can see the trees looking and I can see all the eyes.
Yep.
Um, but to open up, like I'm ready, like as I do my work, I feel like more gifts as I'm opening. I'm ready to, I'm not,
Hmm.
to see more, to feel and to open my gifts. And so that's part of,
Yeah, for your case, it's not really about learning. It's more like remembering because you've
yes,
already had all these knowledge with you. It's just like you're slowly remembering all these stuff that you've forgotten. Uh,
right.
and there's so much more to remember. It's like it's so familiar once you remember it.
You know what I'd always like to say when I was younger or like starting my journey, remembering what you already know.
Yes.
And that's what I
And
thought I was here to help other people or do a website. But then I realized I need to do it myself first and hold the frequency of the energies of this love, because the love is growing. What we can hold in this body, I can feel it changing. How much, like, and it's really the frequency that I can hold it.
mhm.
Um, and so I feel that change. I've gotten very clean and healthy, and really trying to,
Yes.
you know, uh,
Yes.
the next part of this journey. It's really exciting. It's just coming together.
Hmm.
All those years that I kind of knowing, but in and out, and now, for what is the next. And so I'm very much enjoying my life.
Yes. And you've got that strong speaking energy as well, I do feel. That's like the second strongest origin coming out. You should definitely check out my speaking video, but my speakings are very guarded energetically. They don't allow, they don't easily allow outsiders to enter their space and
Yeah,
infringe their energy.
that's
So,
me.
yes. Yeah, and also you're very protective of your energy and your family's energy. Let's see what else do come out. I mean, like you've been everywhere in this universe. Like it's not like any other souls that is a specific origin in this universe. You are the existing energy that's flows through this entire universe, and there's so many imprints all over into your soul's DNA. So yeah, Lyran's, Pleiadians, Octarians, like all of them, and that's why you have this very strong balance of masculine and feminine. Your husband is more feminine, and
Yeah.
I guess it's part of his soul's nature. Because if it's not, I would say that there's a lot of guys that are struggling to realign with their masculine energy. But for your husband's case, he's more feminine orientated. There's also one thing that's coming up.
Oh God.
I do see that there's the shadow side of you is that you take on too much issues around other people's life. It's really now's the time, and you're on the right track by saying you're focusing more on reactivating and remembering your gifts. It's time to focus on yourself now. It's more
Yeah.
time, and that's why there's no focus on helping other people, only helping when
Yeah.
they ask. And so
I've been doing that. I love that. It's like to have the permission to do that. It took me a long time. I felt like as I was doing my work, how do I not share? But then people just, do not come from love. It would like hurt me because I was
yes.
learning. I'm learning along the way, and like especially my family. I mean, it hurt a lot, but then now to have the permission to like just be doing me and like enjoying and growing. I mean, every day it brings new possibilities. It's like, oh
Hmm.
my God, this is so fun. But yeah, so I love that. I got
Yes.
that permission.
Yep. And the second is the inner peace again. A lot of celestials they struggle with the overexcited energy that
Yeah.
and overwhelming energies because there's so much they want to do and they feel like they have to do. So finding that centering yourself and filtering out all those other thoughts and others with other like nudges, like those responsibility that's nudging you, like filtering all those thoughts away to really completely center yourself and find that inner peace is so important. I
Mm.
also do recommend maybe massage is very good as well. Spa with the essential oil where they do those type of spa that those are very relaxing and they really give you space to center yourself and to relax on your soul. It's not the body that needs to relax, it's the soul.
Ah,
The mental, emotional body, not the physical, the mental, emotional, and the spiritual that needs to learn to relax. So just because you relaxing your body doesn't work. It's a deeper subconscious level that needs to
well, so
relax.
on the question, because when I'm home and I don't have to leave my home, like where I've been really learning to find that centering, that peace, that feels so good, that grounding, to
Uh-huh.
finally learn how to ground in the earth. And now, what I notice, and I say I'm getting excited talking to you, and I can feel it rolling up in my body a bit. But coaching this basketball on, it's only one night a week, and then we have one game. But all those people and all the girls, that excitement, like it like kind of it's the first time, and
Oh
it's kind
God, I
of,
can't
you
relate.
know, it's
But
it's so I'm
I
like learning
can
to, like, I need to meditate. Like this morning I got
I
up
can
first
relate
thing to
totally, yeah.
meditate because I need to get myself back to where I've been for so long, because I'm starting to kind of go into my old ways, or
Yeah,
so I recognize that
I
what you said.
totally get the feeling like the ability, no, the experience to connect with people and have all these ambitions really just amplifies your light and amplifies your positive excitement, like that overwhelming joy. Like it's very similar to the Procyon, and that overwhelming light inside you and excitement makes you in a turn, because your body cannot handle all this light and positivity, because that's Earth body. And you may struggle with anxiety and insomnia because of that. Like it's funny. Too much light, too much positivity makes it hard for you to survive as well. It's like you gotta have the. Unfortunately, this is the reality. Only on Earth that you need to have that neutrality and that centering of balance, which is annoying. But also, you can work on your stoicism, meditation, that kind of forcefully put you center yourself. So you got that masculine side, you got your feminine, and your inner child is always overwhelmed and excited because you just want to do a lot of things. Allow your masculine to take the lead and push your all your excitement away and push complete neutrality and peace for a moment to allow yourself to center before you go to sleep.
Yeah, I think I've been living like that, and so it's just a reminder of like, oh wow, I'm getting off balance on these nights with a lot of people. But instead of letting, when my body gets, like my neck used to hurt or different
Yeah.
things, instead of feeling the fear that like, oh no, what energy have I pulled on, or like, now I just know how to recenter. I know to take a bath or to take care of myself. So it's like I'm, still learning, because we've been living since COVID. We've been living just us, and
Mhm.
it was perfect. It was like COVID was perfect for me. It gave me the like ability to just be home and stop, cut off the families, cut off all the people, and just it was just us. And then
Yeah, yeah,
and
that's
I
why.
oh
COVID's really good.
it was beautiful. And then I got to homeschool my daughter. That's what I wanted to do, and just us be home together. And then we took an RV and went across the country. We sold our house and let go of our office, and it was a dream. We just, for years we were floating, and so we've just kind of come back, and now, I can go to the, like this Christmas, I can do the family stuff, and I stayed center. I know how to just hold my energy and not be so affected by everybody and the room and whatever's going on. And so it was like so beautiful to finally enjoy all of this work and to see everybody doing well. And like we got there, it's like right now the fruits of all this work so far,
Mhm.
everything's, you see the change happening for people and more love. And so this last little bit, this excitement of the basketball, and it's very loud, and it's like, okay, I'm a little off centered from how much I've really found that. I can
Yes.
feel it right now. So I love that you say that. The other thing I was going to ask, when I was younger, and now I've finally gotten a hold of it, but sometimes when I would wake up, my dreams, it would put me in a faraway place, or it was like a lot of darkness. I never understood then I started, like, as
Look.
if I was
Mhm.
clearing, I would bring it to the light, because I would wake up sometimes and he would bring me back, but like how my neck feels, or like I'm so far away that I'm trying to get myself back. But like it's very hurtful or painful. Like he can just tell by the look on my face over years ago. This has been years. I've been fine for years, but like at different times when like something.
The the shadows, the dark place that you mentioned is your shadow, it's your shadow area. It's like the bottom of the iceberg. It's like your polarity consciousness that you're entering. And the opposite kind of your opposite counterpart that reflects your positive, because we are in this duality. You enter into that opposite negative space, and it's
Mhm.
not really a bad thing. It's not like it's haunting you, and it's not entity attacks or anything like that. It's
Okay.
just part of a mirror that reflects your true self in a opposite direction. It's like an opposite mirror. There's the light and
Oh,
dark, and you're able to access to those two space. When you sleep, you sometimes you go there. And I'm also getting a lot of dreamers. So speakers are a very powerful dreamer, and the reason why, and maybe the reason why you can sleep so well is because you have a very strong, like right now you're very strongly aligned with speaker, particularly the energy is so aligned. And so the dreaming phase is just very powerful. But it's interesting why you can't remember. I think that that answer is true, but you should be able to have yeah, yeah. So they are kind of suppressing the ability to remember the dreams because they don't want to overwhelm you. So you definitely have vivid dreams, but you just don't remember. They suppressed it. Your team has done it. Or your higher self has kind of suppressed that.
Do
Try
you
to stabilize. Yeah.
do you think when I was trying to bring myself down into the earth and then I go way up high, I go past the universe and I try to go past to the seventh plane and I would bring myself for theta healing and then I come to command healing because then we could heal the cells or we could ask for the perfect blueprint. Um, because this type of healing, when I was
Like
doing
you don't need healing though. The thing is, you need inner peace, and I understand now why they take you to the shadow place. You're too focused on above, but then the above is making you overexcited, and so they automatically put you down by making you go to this negative polarity consciousness to get more shadows to stabilize your emotion, stabilize your excitement.
that,
So they're telling you to go to more your shadow side, your opposite the alter ego. I'm not sure what's the right word, but the bottom iceberg. Don't
mhm.
focus up, focus below.
So heal the
Interesting.
below. Like I feel like, am I supposed to still be healing, or I have, or just by allowing, by
Um,
loving all of it? I've loved all, and there's nothing someone could do that haven't done. I already knew that, and then I wouldn't be able to accept.
your way of love is really about taking accountability or taking the consciousness to it's coming out from a place of responsibility. And so the true way for you to love is to just be in the present moment, to accept everything
Yes,
as it is and not controlling, not
yes.
trying to do something. Just be.
Oh, is that beautiful? Like I get that gift. I've just reached that where that permission that just being like that's all is my job. Like I'm just allowed to do that. It just feels so special that I
Yeah, the celestial lineage has put you not put you, but it's like it's your nature to be in that state to love others in terms of responsibility, in terms of wanting to change, but just be is all you need. That it's kind of like it's forcing you to love others because that's you want to keep spreading light. You want it's part of what who you are, and so but that's putting you so much pressure and
yeah,
stress
you're used
for the
to.
yes, and so just be.
Oh, I love that. That's like, oh, how cool is that? That's my, I mean, I just got that, but like, it's just been, this is just what I've been doing. I'm doing it. I feel all the suffering people have been through. I feel that I want, now we get to live in the love, like to live, we've been through so
Yeah.
much, to, like
It's
experience.
you feel it's not because you live those lives, so you're living all this life simultaneously as one. It's not like the other souls where they have past life. Your case, when I ask about your past life, it's like all simultaneously connected in the same at the same time. And it's not like you've lived all those life. It's more like you are like these energy conductors where it attached to every living being on this in this universe, in the frequency of this universe. So you are able to access to all of what's the condition in on planet Earth and what's the condition. Well, right now you can only access mostly on planet Earth because of your human body limitation, but your soul can access to the entire universe and possibly beyond. So and so that's why you feel a lot of the suffering and pain because the universe has been going through a lot with the galactic wars and especially how the Lyran wars and many other wars that has taken place in this universe.
Hmm. Yeah. That so is that something that we're supposed to be to help heal this pain by holding the love, the optimism, to knowing of what's happening now is
Yes,
glimpse? Is that
yes, it's to spread the light, is to be in an inner state of love and positivity and really be aligned with with what you want to do with your soul's truest desire.
oh, so
That
beautiful.
yeah, that's all it needs to spread that energy. It's not really about saving. It's not like religion. It's all about say that. That's totally wrong. That's negative agenda. I
Mm.
mean, religion, they got a lot of teachings, but it's just a lot of them is mistranslated and tarnished by the elites. So I mean, the Bible, I believe in them. It's just a lot of them has been misused and taken out
Yeah.
of context.
Manipulate.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never grew up in this lifetime. I have no religion. So it allowed me, I didn't have to get over those steps. Like I would never even say God when I was younger. I didn't like people like to have some power over me, like nothing. And so
Hmm.
it's like it helped because I realized with that other guy, Jake, like how much it keeps people in a box and it keeps them, feeling fear really. It's fear or love,
Yes.
fear or
Yes.
trust. And so I just didn't have those hurdles. And then when I started invoking, like, I am God within, like, I am my own God, the creator, and to start pushing those lines that some people can't even comprehend, but I almost can't comprehend not. So it's very interesting. Just,
Yes, and you're also claiming your sovereignty just by declaring your own God, not worshiping. Because when you're worshiping, you are giving up your sovereignty, and that's what a lot of
oh,
people are doing, unfortunately. I mean, I had to go through that because I believe
yeah.
in religion as well. So I felt that. And there's certainly hell, which is a lot of fear mongering of like you go to hell when you commit suicide, when you commit sins, and that's a lot of bullshit.
That, oh, I've hidden from someone or or to myself, and
Yeah.
but then I saw it that it was like, oh, that was like the love that's teaching me a love, because love is very tricky, what people think is love.
Yeah, it is. That's
And
why I
like,
know I learned recently too. It's not like about taking response. It's not like that sort of I don't know, physical love or that desire to do something from that person. I don't know how to explain it. Like that language is hard to explain what love is. The human love is just so tricky. It's not the highest frequency love. The high frequency love is being. It's being, but there's also more. It's a lot deeper than we think.
right.
I'm still decoding that word
Also,
love.
I don't think like in my life, people like, oh, they love me. I was loyal, but I never loved, because it's like, I got like the responsibility for my family or for this, because I watch people and they're so mistrusting or they hurt each other. How is that love? Like, what are you guys talking about? And so then the way he like loved, but it was a very controlling, like want to hold me tight. But then he's just
Yeah,
a little
that's the
girl.
attachment love. A lot of people,
Yeah,
human society is about attachment and love. A lot of the love is misidentified as attachments. If you're attached to somebody,
yes.
yeah, so that's not true.
That's something else we could ask. When I clear the energy for people after they pass, does that clear for them? Like when
Yes,
you, and so
yeah,
when I do that work to make sure he can cross over and then
it's a
you
lot
know,
of help. Actually, it's a lot of help. Your help is really big. When they pass, your clearing really work. I can see that and I can feel that.
oh, beautiful. Okay.
And then
Okay.
anyone can do it as well. It's really just the intention of sending that love to guide that alone is already like extremely helpful for a lot of souls. And I do feel for the souls that have lived a lonely life and that they don't have anybody, and that when they pass, they have to go through it alone. And really, really, just having that one person alone to pray and to have that slight, small, tiny intention really helps.
Really? Okay. That's beautiful. For the Akashic records, when you open that up, is because you set the intention at the beginning. Is that
Hmm.
why it's so powerful? I mean, you
Hmm.
are so gifted to read. Like when I'm doing my charts, and are, is that when I do, when I feel that pull, I have a question. When I
Hmm.
used to do clearings, because I would stop doing clearings for people because I felt like I just took on all their energy. And so then
Yeah, I understand that. That's what some of the readers told me. Because my team is also yeah, I understand. But frankly, I don't know much about my team. But some people said that my team has been taking all those energies when I do clearings.
oh,
But but it's still very vague. But now I don't feel it much. I feel much more balanced now. And so I think that's like one of the traits for Celestial. For your case. For your case, I don't. I mean, at the beginning, you could have took some, but that's because you're still remembering. It's really
yep.
something to be accustomed. I would say to before the session, you should set the intention to not take those energies with you. Like you set the intention to clear the energies, but not in a way to take it yourself. Like that statement will block whatever
Oh,
comes to you.
interesting. I think I was blocked all those years to protect myself, because it's almost like I would have done it, and I know how to clear it for myself eventually, but sometimes it was hard. I would have, and so it's just a weird road that I've been on, that's why it's almost like where I'm at now with all the learning. Y- you know, sometimes I used to just do my charts and whatever they would do, I'm doing it for somebody I don't need to know, kind of thing. But then my intuition, as it's grown, sometimes I know who it is for. Then I stopped doing the charts, and now and then I practice just holding my love energy. And when I can feel another energy, I just hold it in love until it like melts into the source of love, like to come back. Um,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
so that's like been but I'm very careful. Like, I guess unless I'm asked, but I'm not asked to do
Yeah, I mean,
certain
it's
steps that I think
understandable why you're careful, and you should be, but that's still something that we are learning. I'm learning, but how much careful is enough, and how much is too much. That is the thing that we
are okay.
struggle.
Well, I think
So
like
yeah,
years ago is when, because and when and also it was me almost doing it, because if I wasn't at my highest and best, like the little subconscious things going on. I mean, now I'm living very high level, like, but it took me time to get here, and I'm not fearful. I mean, it was just like when you pull on energies, and now I realize it's not that they're dark energies, it's the energy, the vibration of the emotion that you feel, that's like, you know, but I just never understood that. And it was always in my neck.
the vibration, the energy you feel on your neck, in your neck.
Yeah, like when there was heavier, darker energies, it's really like the emotionals of suffering different like lower vibrational frequencies. And I thought I never knew what it was. It's like I attracted it, but it
Mm.
but it's like now I know when a feeling comes through, I'm not scared. Like today, I'm out in the mall and it's like, oh, things are like at my neck, and I just center and hold love, and just like the backside of me used to be. It's like I'm still reprogramming that a little, and so then today I commanded like, no, this is no longer. Um, but I mean, it just
Yeah, I
doesn't make
mean,
sense.
the neck part. What I'm getting is it's like a function of your soul that kind of absorbs that shadow and it's not like spreading. It's just stores inside that area for some reason, and it's not like it's spreading, and it's not like kind of taking over you. Uh, it's like a storage of how the vacuum cleaner it just stores that, yeah,
Ah,
and then you should be able to filter it out later. You should be able to clean it.
yes.
It's pretty convenient. It's like a vacuum cleaner. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I see that.